Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman, and welcome back for more Let's Play Kirby's Dream Collection. Last time, we finished up Kirby Super Star 100%, and that would, by in turn, make us 2/3 of the way through this. Now it's time to move on to the game that, out of all the ones in this collection here, probably the one that I was most hesitant to kind of go into, or at least maybe the one that I was least familiar with. I was probably not as much familiar with Dreamland 2 as well, but especially Dreamland 3, this was one that I wasn't really sure how to feel about, but let's kind of go ahead and get things rolling here. Let's not waste too much time here with this one. So, I don't think there's much in the way of, like, text narration on this, but basically this follows up Dreamland 2, as you might expect. It's the second game of the Dark Matter series. Kirby's just out fishing one day, and suddenly this strange dark object decides to crash land in his planet. And that ain't good. That really ain't good. But fortunately, for us, we have some new friends here, and you'll see that as soon as the title screen rolls around here. This is Kirby's Dream Land 3, one of the last games for the Super Nintendo. This was out when the N64 was already out for a year, so a lot of people probably didn't play this too much back in the day. Yeah, let's kind of go ahead and get things rolling here, shall we? I guess I loaded up something just to test it at one point, but yeah, otherwise, I don't think there's much in the way of, like, options. I guess not. I guess it's only a sound test, I guess you could say. Let's load up file 1 and kind of go through things here. No story prologue or anything, we kind of got that already, because this is a Kirby game here. Level 1 is Grassland, as you might expect here. Aw, poor Rick. He got shunned for someone new there. Well, we'll see those friends there momentarily here. So, Dreamland 3. Real quickly, I will say, no matter what I feel about this game in the end, it does look really, really beautiful for a Super Nintendo game. I don't think the Dream Collection does that justice, because the Wii Virtual Console kind of didn't really look all that great in retrospect. The colors are just really, really weird on the Wii Virtual Console. But I'll nitpick about that another time. So this game has the 3 animal buddies from Dreamland 2. It also has 3 new ones, technically. And they function mostly the same. You can press X to mount them. We have Rick here, who's about somewhat mostly the same that he was in Dreamland 2, with one very notable difference. But we also have Nago the cat here as well. And I actually kind of like Nago. I kind of grew an appreciation for this kitty here, because, I mean, the kitty just rolls Kirby around here. They can also just, yeah, they get a triple jump, which is honestly better than whatever Rick gets, to tell you the truth. And yeah, now, you may have noticed there was technically another face on the title screen there. I guess I can kind of show that off here really quickly. If you press the A button, I guess not wanting to be shunted too much by Superstar, you summon Gooey, everyone's favorite blobus blob here. The best thing I can say about Gooey in this game is that if you're playing 2-player, Gooey is actually who you can play as in 2-player, and not for nothing, Gooey functions the same as Kirby, but I don't really like using GUI much in the single player. Like, it's really something I wish that I could just disable, because it's really only that useful if you're playing in multiplayer, because your health diminishes, and GUI's AI is not the greatest. I don't remember if this ability was in Dreamland 2 or not. I mean, this was an adventure, and, I think this was in Dreamland 2, because that game had 7 abilities, now that I think about it. But this is Parasol here. It was an adventure as well, and Superstar, so it's not, like, a new ability that we haven't seen or anything, but... yeah. This guy gives Spark here. This... oh, okay. I was like, what does Nago and Spark give? But yeah, I know what this ability is now. Just waiting for... there's a certain other gimmick of this game here that I'm just kind of waiting for it to show here. It might not even be in this screen, it might be in the next screen. But yeah. I didn't really play too much Dreamland 3. I did get this on the Virtual Console back in the day, and I played about half the game back then, but... it just wasn't really vibing with me that much. I've only actually beaten this game once, and I'll probably get into why, I think, actually right here. These flowers here, every level in this game has some sort of objective. If you thought Dreamland 2 was obnoxious with having an objective in every world, this game likes to throw an objective in every level here. And for this first one, you want to not hurt any of these flowers here. This actually kind of bothered me when I first played this game. It took me a long time to kind of understand that. I don't like the invincibility candy music. I'm just gonna come out in front and say it. I don't like the whole, like, skipping, like... I don't know how else to describe it. It, like, skips itself. Whenever you see the door with, like, the 3 hearts beside it there, you know that's the end, or the 3 stars above it, that's the end of the level there. And we can get the first... are these called rainbow drops in this game, or is that what they are in Dreamland 2? I'm gonna look that up, actually. And, of course, I get nothing from the goal game, because, of course. Heart Star. So, every single level has some sort of Heart Star. And... most of the time, I can kind of get them, but there are some kind of weird ones here and there. I actually messed that up there. I kind of wanted to, well, I can get stone from this here. I kind of wanted to, like, show this off here, because this is actually a brand new ability to this game that is kind of seldomly seen in the Kirby series. This is Cleaning Kirby. I first saw this ability in Kirby Right Back At Ya, as I feel like many people who never played this game might have. I even remember when Star Allies came out, I had to kind of explain to a few people that this was not a new ability that Star Allies introduced. It was actually in this game originally. I think I want to take Choo Choo for this. Actually, this is a good opportunity to kind of demonstrate this. These are all 3 of the new animal buddies in this game here. We got Nago the cat, Choo Choo the... I think she's supposed to be an octopus, I believe, and Pitch the bird. They're alright. They all kind of have their own uses here. For this level, we actually want to take Choo Choo here. And this ability with Choo Choo is actually kind of interesting with the fire. Because if we... it's kind of, like, weak range. Like, you can see that it's kind of more akin to regular Fire Kirby, but... because of Choo Choo's design, if we hold Y and B together, we can actually kind of float around in a balloon here. Which, that part of it, I think, is kind of neat. And I want to say this is where the thing is in the level here. If we break this open here... yes. We have to basically whip that guy. I feel like some of the level objectives are a little unclear, and that's, for me, my biggest, like, sticking point. Also, Popon. Another creature I mostly only know because of Kirby Right Back At Ya, which is kind of funny. Choo Choo's kind of neat. She can kind of jump infinitely as well, but her main gimmick, I think, is that she can actually, like, hug ceilings, which is kind of neat. There's a couple levels that make use of that. Like, there's some really cool levels in this game, but I feel like we don't really start to see them a bit for quite a little bit. I think we're mostly good for the rest of this level here, but... I say a needle with Choo-Choo is just this here. It was kind of just the level objectives that kind of bothered me when I first played this, although that was like 15 years ago on the Virtual Console. And there's other things like, I think mechanically, I still like Superstar a lot more as well, like, not to like jump too ahead of that, I'm just saying upon my first impressions on everything here. Kind of a short level there otherwise, but he's happy he got touched, I guess you could say. Oh, that's cute. I never realized Choo-Choo's, like, idle animation was like that. I don't know if that's just specifically for this room, but I feel like it kind of suits this situation a little more. That's cute. I'm not great at this goal game here, if that's not obvious there. So, I believe every third stage is, like, some sort of, minigame. So... I don't think it matters which animal buddy we take here. I'll take... Okay, I guess that's just Choo-Choo's natural reaction there. I'll take Coo here, because Coo's awesome. I don't know... I don't think this level really involves much of... Yeah, probably for the best I took Coo. I could not imagine doing this with Kine here. I don't know if Coo's as broken as he was in Dreamland 2, but... probably sort of about the same in a way, I guess you could say. So this is kind of the idea of this here, is that every third level's gonna have some sort of a minigame here, and you have to get these perfect here. So... I believe that was this one? Yep. That one? Alright, nice. You have to get all of those right, and that honestly, I think, can be another thing that's a little difficult at points. Oh, God. Was not expecting an auto-scroller right off the bat, but sure thing. I think that's pretty much it for this level, though. Usually the minigame stages, I think every third level, like, I want to say the worlds follow a structure, which is another thing I didn't really understand as a kid, but, like, I want to say the worlds do follow kind of a similar structure where, like, I think every first level is some sort of flower-related one. I think every third level is a minigame. Yeah. I think every 5th or 6th level in the world is usually about collecting something. This one might also be about collecting something too, though. It's been a little... I don't really remember, but I know I practiced this on my... I practiced, I know, this world on my flight back for... Or, it's either my flight to or my flight from... It must be my flight to Calgary a few months ago. Not that that really matters, I just remember playing this on the airplane back then, but... It must have been my flight to Calgary, because my flight home was in literally at like 2 in the morning, and I was so... Like, that was like the most tired I think I ever felt in my life. Because I got like no sleep on that plane there. Oh, and, okay, you know what, screw it, I'm not taking stone and coup, at least not for there now. I might need it now, but... Did not mean to get sucked there, but sure. I'll take this, though, because... Or not, that was... Should have been cutter there. Do I get Kine here? No, pitch. Or I said pitch, I meant, Choo Choo. I'll take Choo Choo, I think, because... I don't think she's meant to be an aquatic partner, but... I don't think this... I'm just gonna go middle here. I don't know if this actually matters. Oh, of course I get that. Okay, I did kind of look this up here a minute ago, and I actually do want to grab the stone ability here. Thankfully, we can dismantle our animal buddies at any point by pressing X again. That part's nice. I just always mix up that with the GUI button, and that's always kind of the mess up there for me. I have Big Bobo here. I don't know if that's actually... I know those enemies are called Bobos in 64, but yeah. And we can just collect a random monkey there. I want to say this is a reference to some game that's, like, based on Journey to the West, I think. Hope I'm actually remembering what the name of that was, but, like, the same thing that, like, Dragon Ball is based on. Safe here, yeah. Again, I really do love the art style of this game, but, the movement's also just really weird in it, too. Like, it's... You kind of just have to get used to the feel of this game. Like, I'm glad at least that there's a dash and a slide again, but, like, a lot of this game does just feel really, really weird to kind of go back to. I think it's the momentum. Like, it's hard for me to describe it, but, like, especially if you're, I know if you're, like, hovering, I'll see if I can demonstrate it here, like, you kind of sink whenever you exhale, and that, I think, is probably the weirdest thing for me, because I guess I'm just used to thinking that I would have some sort of momentum, and you just kind of don't, so... Dang, another M tomato. Hovering is still very much useful, it's just... I don't know how I stopped hovering there, but okay then. That's gonna do it for this level, I believe, for finding the monkey. We can get another heart star there, and that's actually gonna do it for this video here. I think I'm gonna try to aim for around either 4 videos or around like 20 minutes or so of video content here. I'm not actually sure how long this is gonna really necessarily go on for, but yeah, it's gonna be kind of how I'm gonna structure these videos here. So thanks everyone for watching this episode of Kirby's Dream Land 3. Next time we should finish up Grassland. I'll see you guys for then. Have yourselves a great day. If you like this one, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and a comment, and I'll see you guys for that then. Have yourselves a great day, and peace out.